Please give it up for Michelle Buteau.
Motherfucking noise! Welcome to Late Night Whenever. I'm your host, Michelle Buteau. Yes, honey. Give it up for my best friend, my black Dr. Phil, Mr. Rob Lewis.
What's poppin'?
You don't do high fives? Only low? Come on, man. Give me a high five. Thank you. Oh, man, I'm so happy you guys are here. Thank you for coming. I almost had an incident before I came out here. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can't, I don't know if you can see this, but I have like one of those little gold rings on top of the finger. You know what I mean? Like that's very in right now, those little rings on top of the sausage. And I was like, let me just fuck with this, because it's the only thing that fits sometimes is jewelry. That and perfume always fucking fits. And I was not ready for it. I was using the bathroom and almost lost 2 rings. You ever lose a ring on a wipe? Look, I'm going right there, fucking first 30 seconds of the fucking show, okay? I got a lot of feelings and nowhere to put them besides my Spanx. And so I looked at that shit in the toilet and I was just like, how do I was like hashtag thoughts and prayers. Like I couldn't, gold rings, man. I didn't even know what to fucking do. Have you ever fished something out of a toilet? Yes. You dirty bitches. Rob, I thought people would be like, nah, bitch. Like 17, yes, duh. I had a black dress on. I have a black dress on and lashes. I was like, don't fish out of the toilet. But I almost did, so there's that. And I was just thinking like, damn, like things could go wrong so quickly. And it's just like, how do you deal with it? Damn. Like I was just on a Southwest airline, don't tell anybody. And I had the middle seat because I was slipping. And I'm too old for the fucking middle seat. My whole body's like a middle seat. You see what I'm saying? Ugh, everybody's touching my tits by accident. I'm like, yeah, oh, no. No. Ooh, the fucking man spreading and the bitches with the nasty feet all up in the no. And for some reason in the middle seat, the flight attendant never asks you what you want. She asks the window and the aisle, and I fucking her. I'm like, are you gonna ask me if I want my fucking drink? So she takes her time. I'm like, I'll take 3 drinks, 1 red wine, 1 seltzer, 1 water, lots of ice. I'll fuck her up. Anyways. You order 3 drinks, she's like, I'm like, do your fucking job and ask me second. Sorry, I know that sounds angry, because I fucking am. So I was on the Southwest Airlines doing some sort of show, like in an Ohio situation. It could have been Illinois. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
That situation. But like a cheesecake factory. And this old lady was sitting next to me, and she was so cute. And I just like love old black women that travel because they got stories. Yeah, and her name was like, I don't even remember. It was like Betty or some shit. And I was like, tell me everything, Betty. And she was just like, I really like watching TV. I do that a lot. And I was like, me too. And then after like 20 minutes of talking, she's just like, you're on my favorite show. And I was just like, what? Last Weekend? Like, wait, show. Name all the shows that are canceled. And she's like, no, you know what show? And I was like, really, I don't. And she's like, Living Single. This old bitch thought I was Kim Coles.
Damn.
And this was like the first 20 minutes of the flight. So I didn't know what to tell her because clearly she was gonna die soon. So I was like, yes, I am Kim Coles. I did that shit. And then she started like throwing out episodes and shit. I was like, yup, She was asking me what Queen Latifah like smells like. I was like, baby powder. Like, I didn't even know what the fuck. So then, like, I didn't know how to get out of the conversation, so I try to, like, fake sleep. But I can't fake sleep. Like, my eyes just, like, do that REM shit. I was like, plus, like, I don't want to miss the fucking drink service. So when we got off the plane, she was like, can I bother you for an autograph? And I was like, I really don't do autographs. I don't think I could do that. And she's like, please, it means so much to me. I love this show. And I was like, okay. So somewhere in Indiana or Michigan, some old black lady has my signature. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, that shit got out of hand.
Yeah.
What about you, Robert? Anything ever got out of hand for you?
Too far. Yeah.
Too far? Anything go too far?
Yeah. One time I was on tour with Patti LaBelle about almost 15 years ago.
God, I want a sweet potato pie.
And
you say Patti LaBelle, I get a lady boner. I'm like,
nah, it was school for real. Mm-hmm. And it was right when that song Dilemma with Nelly and Kelly Rowland was a hit.
Yeah.
And so she wanted to take like that intro and put it in her show right before we do Love, Need, and Want. And so we would do like the whole, no matter what I do, and then we did the whole thing. I can't sing, stop it.
I'm sorry, give the ladies a minute to pick their panties back out.
Stop it. I gotta illustrate the shit, because we get to the part where it's at the end and she's like, oh, you know what we need? We need somebody to do the rap. Rob, you should do the rap.
What?
Rob, you should do the rap. And our wardrobe at the time was a black suit with turtlenecks. And for a whole tour, I had to be like, I met this chick and she just moved right up the block from me, and she lives in Hardy Street. Patti LaBelle went too far.
So many follow-up questions.
It was school.
Why black on black? At least a white turtleneck
in the
with
summer
a rib.
too. Yeah,
in the summer? That's just
she
mean.
wanted us to be uniform.
For security? I don't understand. Did you have to tuck the turtleneck in? That's a look.
Nah, hell no. Too far.
Ooh, hashtag thoughts and prayers. Oh, one time my husband went too far. So I'm sure y'all, I don't know if y'all know, my husband's Dutch. That means he's from Holland, the Netherlands. Nobody cares. And he white. I like him. And I love him. Clap for my husband's dick. Yo, thank you. And my dad is from Haiti, and he, speaks all the languages, and he loves speaking French with people because he doesn't have a lot of friends that are alive. And oh, y'all didn't know people died? So my husband speaks a little French. Like, he can order food and be like, well, who's playing the soccer game type shit. But my dad likes to talk about philosophy and like the state of the world and shit like that in French. And he can't talk to me. I could barely speak English. I'm from Jersey, right? So my husband is so sweet, and he's like, I want to talk to your dad because he wants somebody to talk to him. He started texting him in French, but what he was doing was Google translating English to French, copy and pasting that shit in a text message. And my dad was like, shit. My dad got so excited, he called him up and he was just like talking to him in French. My husband's like, yeah. I looked at that motherfucker, I was like, too far. Ooh, you went too far. That's like sitcom far. I was like, can I talk to you in the kitchen for a minute, honey? He's like, it's open concept. I'm like, cool. I can't. What about you?
All right, speaking of Patti LaBelle.
Ooh, this is a Patti LaBelle.
Yeah. So, long time ago, like close to 15 years ago for sure.
God, I wasn't even born.
you know, she's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart of a person. And anybody that knows her would consider her like mama. You know.
I don't know her, and I consider her like mama.
Yeah, she's the realest, one of the realest people I've ever come across. And we had this night because we used to do dates just me and her. So no band, I'm just on piano and singing background for her, and she's doing a whole show.
That's so
and
cool.
So there's some nights that we would just be up drinking, and this one night we were drinking, and we had a bottle of wine, and what I think it. Calm down.
Can I live?
No, but really, what I think the masters really respect is when someone wants to pick their brain. And so I was just asking her about her history and like places she's been, and oh my God, when you did this and you used to have a fan hair, and like, you know, and it was in an adorable way, you know, and I was and we sat there till like 6:30 in the morning, and we had a 9 o'clock call in the morning.
Oh shit.
And
that's like an Ethan Hawke movie.
Yeah, and so she went to her room, freshen up. I went to my room, straighten up. She was like, meet me at the bar downstairs at whatever time. It was like, it had to be 10:30 in the morning. We met downstairs at the bar, and we had already been drinking, so we had a glass of wine.
Patty can hang. No wonder she kicking her shoes off.
And it was a real nice, spiritual, real cool night. I won't even call it spiritual. Whatever it was human. And she looked at me and she said, "Are your lips as soft as they look?" And and in that moment, man, you know, we had such a cool moment, man, and I saw the girl in her, man, and I kissed Miss Pat on the lips. Yeah. And I ain't never told that story before, ever.
Wow! You did that shit. I'm not talking that shit. Let's get the fucking show started. Fuck that shit.